minutes of some action. Of course, not so bad to start first. He's down to third. Good, of course, from second to first, and Nismatch from third to second. So everybody moved up the place in front, with not so bad to drop into third. So I'm not sure what happened. Unfortunately, he had to restart, and when it came in and had to restart again due to being locked on one vehicle. But at least we finally got underway. But of technical issues tonight, then just the extra reboot from a commentator perspective. Not bad to make a little mistake, we're going a bit wide. Vicky Barbosa into fourth. Springbok Gamer now back into fourth. That's all pretty close. That's pretty close to Kuda, the two Audis, almost bumper to bumper. Backing up, closing in on them as well. See the three guys in front. Just was a little bit of a gap to fourth and fifth. First is Gaffy clean, coming close to Springbok Gamer. TTS Barbosa dropped down to 7. Ali's now is at the back. Bit of a mistake, he's down all the way. As you can see there, that number 2 there, that's obviously affecting pit stops, mandatory pit stops. But as you saw earlier, pit stop is open, so there's 2 mandatory pit stops that need to be done. But of course you could stop any other time. But the mandatory pit stops have a certain time when the pit lane opens up when those need to be served. So any pit lanes that any pit entry that you do before then will not count towards the mandatory stops. The mandatory stops must be done within that slot when the pit open up. Next match drops off of that there. Sebastian now right with him. So not that far from Kuda. Kuda feeling a bit of pressure having these 2 guys behind him. This match having a look here, having a bit more momentum. A little adjustment from one here, but Gaffy also made a mistake. A moment ago he was right with Springbok Gamer, now he's actually got Adrian on the back of him. Looks like he's getting away a little bit there from Adrian. Real challenge at the moment is in front, but that's kind of what we expected. There's currently 5 people there watching, and I say welcome again. Bit of a challenging one so far. Would have started at 10 minutes past 7 local time, but started a bit later because we had to reboot service because a lot of guys having issues. But we finally got underway again. Now we can watch 3 hours of Spa Francorchamps. Of course, now 6 minutes left in 3 hours, 2 hours plus 44 to go. Springbok Gamer struggling a bit to hold on to these guys. Gap now to not Sebastian 10 seconds. So these guys, as much as they're fighting each other, they're getting away from the rest of the grid. But not this game and anyone for late lunch? No, not this time round. Audi merge. The German, the manufacturer, is still at the front at the moment. Not Sebastian with a little different line going into that first corner compared to the two Audi. You see it dropped off a little bit, but still nothing major. Root and Radeland. So you need to be hooked. You need to get your line right. Go through that sequence of corners to show you need to use your car there. And this Max getting good toe here, having a good drive. Will he have enough momentum? No, not this time. Question is who can hold it up. The chaser or the guy for front, can he close up that Twitter? Got PTX Barbosa coming into the pit. Of course, this is just for some repairs. It's not a mandatory pit stop. So he still have those 2 pit stops to make throughout the race. Kevin back up to 7th, going after Gapik, who's now 2 seconds behind Foss. Sebastian is dropping off a little bit, but still staying pretty much stuck. So Vian, I hear you got your teammate of last season. Of course, they're talking about F1 their TNB, but Vian also one of the guys now with ACC, and newcomer to ACC. Understand Vian is also part there of SSR. So Vian, how long are you going to take before you get into these endurance races? Staying there with Kuda. Not to let him close up a little bit. Gapik now actually fast force now. It does take a little bit to update on the time board, but for a moment it looked like Gapik was gaining, but as you can see now he already overtook. So Gapik into 5th. Ooh, drives the penalty for speeding in the pit lane for PTS Barbosa. Coming out of the pit lane after those repairs just a little too fast. There we go again, this match coming with a very good momentum out of that corner, got the toe. They can take the inside, this match can stay on the outside, pretty much almost to a piece in that corner, but no luck yet. But it does bring Nismac almost into the clutches there of not Sebastian. So Vian, come on. When do we see you in this? Interesting, why are you not here tonight? Still 2 hours, 49 to go, long way to go still. This endurance races, you can force you to pace yourself. Anything can happen, and usually does. Gapik slowly but surely now gaining on Springbok Gamer. You want to get into 4th. Sorry for the other guys out there, I know they also drive hard. But at the moment the real battle is here in front. Oh, Nismac loses it. Oh, Nismac lost it there and not Sebastian into him. that is a huge let off here for Kuda. Kuda now has some breathing space. Mismax that managed to get his car away again. And here you can see Springbok Game in 4th place coming up. Mismax lost some real time, so Springbok Gamer will actually go into 3rd. Not Sebastian, but Springbok Gamer is also in the pits. Not Sebastian in the pits. Surely Nismax, here we go. Nismax also coming into the pit. Back end of that, Audi just stepping out. Nismax losing control of his car there, going sideways, and not Sebastian being so close to him. Unfortunately, there was no way to go but into him. Luckily for both, it was close to the pits, but the time that they're now losing with repairs and having this long pit exit, huge let off for Kuda, because those guys were right on Kuda, pressuring all the way. Now he's got some clear air. Gaspic now up to 3rd. Technically second now as not Sebastian still in the pits. So can Gaspic set after Kuda. 11 seconds the gap. It looks like Legend don't want to do endurance races, he's not answering. Oh, there we go for Barbosa, that's service drive-through, so that drive-through is cleared. So no penalty for him now. Okay, now the real time. Looks like it's updated, so we're looking at a 26-second gap that Kuda's got on Gaffey currently in 2nd place. Now Sebastian's on his way out. Mismax as well. But this at Springbok Gamer, but Springbok Gamer is currently ahead of both Mismax and not Sebastian. Long pit exit this. Gaspic not on the same pace as Kuda at the moment. Gaps opening up. Okay, looks like there might have been some change or pit lane that opened or stuff that I'm not aware of. Because from all the guys that stopped, not Sebastian and Nismax actually did serve a mandatory pit stop. So they, as you can see there, that 2 on both of them is now a 1. Oh, there we go. We're eating Boinky soup now as well. Hello Ronald. Question is, when do you join endurance racing on ACC? Mr. F1? Okay, you get the guys who are so into ACC, guys who are so into F1, and then you get the guys who do both. Also a matter of personal preference. Technically speaking, F1 is a bit of endurance. If you, you have a lap counter, where endurance races normally clock ticking down. But technically speaking, if you look at the amount of laps in F1, that's pretty much close to 2 hours of racing. Looks like the gap is a little bit more stable there in front, staying around the 27 mark, 27-second mark. Running in 4th, a lonely 4th must be said. 17 seconds ahead of Adrian. 3 seconds behind 4th. Can he chase down 4th for 1st place? Was the guys that had to stop due to that damage. It's going to be a long way for them. But can they keep their concentration and keep fighting? sure they will, so he's not going to just give it up. A long way to go. At the end of the day, you need to be there in the end. If you don't win endurance race by giving up. Devon gaining on fourth. The bus stop, there you go, you can see that black Ferrari just in front. Could I have opened up the gap a little bit? Was not able to keep up with the pace of Gappy. Gap to second is now 12 seconds. Meanwhile Devon is closing. Gappy went a little bit faster than Kura now. Talk about in a lonely position. You can see there the gap in front and the gap behind Springbok Gamer. So he's got clear air plenty. Sebastian gaining on Springbok Gamer, gap now under 20 seconds. Gap close the gap a little bit more to Kuda. Like Gapik is now getting into his groove. You see that BM of Devon getting closer and closer to this Ferrari. Gap 1.5 seconds. Not Sebastian will took another couple of seconds there from out of Springbok Gamer. Looks like he's pretty much back up to speed. Give an idea how far they are. Not Sebastian was the first one. You see the red dots on the map. That's pretty much where they're on track at the moment. That's the Bond with his Aston Martin. Solid 5th place at the moment. Gap in front now under 27 seconds. Gap is doing a good couple of laps now. Can he keep it together? Can have to if you want to make inroads. Getting further and further away from 4th. He's now under pressure from Devon. As you can see there, that's the closest battle now. Devon right in the back of that Ferrari. Can Devon get a good drive here? Just need a good exit from this sequence of corners coming, and then taking this high speed back end coming into the bus stop, maybe make use of that to make a move. Otherwise it's pretty much up a route through Radlin coming into that quick fast corner just off into sector 2. Devon stay with him, running a little bit wide, but no, I'm done really. Coming down into the basket chicane. Gap made a little mistake there. Gap is back open to 28 now. So it was under 27, now it's even out of the 27. So, bit of a mistake. Could open the gap up. Lost a little bit of time. Can he make it up here? Radelan and Root coming up. Full throttle, but Devon just too far back. Not going to have momentum to make the move here. Gap now between second and third up to 18. Still no move for Devon. Now Devon wanted the bump of a Ferrari, but it's stuck to part here because they want to get a bit of a momentum, but as you getting up to speed, you need to brake again for a corner. Ooh, and Devon goes wide, but he manages to keep it together. Drops off a bit in the process, but importantly he kept control of his car. Gap came down a bit, now it's open up again. You see there, not Sebastian, they're getting closer and closer to Springbok Gamer. This match actually falling off. As you can see, here comes first place man Kuda. Wanting to lap Nesmax in 8th place. Because Kuda haven't made a pit stop as yet. 25 seconds behind, not Sebastian. Almost half an hour gone. 5 minutes to go in our first half an hour. Will be coming over past. We're still having these rearview mirrors full of that BMW. Space, but look, Springbok Gamer is 12.7 seconds behind. Not Sebastian still gaining on Springbok Gamer as well. Nesmax at the moment trying to hold on to Not Sebastian. Gap has opened up further. Between the first top 4 versus the remaining 5. You can see between 4th and 5th is over 40 seconds. And Devon keeps on sort of momentum coming into the bus stop. He does have some momentum to the outside, towards the fence. What will keep space up in front. Rory picks it back on the power and he manages to get away again. Kevin will have to do it all over again. Just a matter of figuring out where he's faster than fourth. Gas picking the pit. But pretty much promotes fourth into second with Devon into third for now. See what Devon can do, but not close enough. Still in the pit. Taking a little bit more shallow line to the inside of the corner, but I think that car wanted to step out and he managed to keep it under control because as you can see he did lose some time. Was getting a bit of a breather. And this time he's not going to be that lucky. This time the back end steps out and he makes contact with a barrier. Lost all his momentum and that will give force an even further breather. Gap now will be over 2 seconds. Question is how much damage the Dev sustained. There you can see the bonnet is a bit open. But if you can drive with it like this, maybe no need to pit, not yet at least. Gaspic is finally on his way, long stop. But you can see he now also serves the pit stop, so he's also down to 1. Gap down 6.9 seconds between Force and Devon. Springbok Gamer has passed Adrian Bond. Much as you can see there, it's closer to time screen, but on the picture you can see Springbok Gamer is the car ahead. The Springbok Gamer back into 4th. Not Sebastian very much taking after these two. Only 3.4 seconds behind Adrian Bond, as you can see there. Kuda still not able to lap this match, so this match let's pick up a little bit of speed. Manages to stay ahead of that first place car. Now Sebastian now right there with Adrian Bond. He's going to go into the inside. Adrian Bond taking a little bit of a wider entrance. Now Sebastian saying thank you very much. Diving to the inside. Now coming down here. Adrian Bond challenging a bit. But he's not going to be able to get back in front, and not Sebastian makes a move. Not Sebastian up to 5th. And yet again he will be chasing after Springbok Gamer. Devon gets in 4th again, gap stays around 6 second mark. Devon's falling back and forth now, so I'm not sure there might be some damage on the BM and that's causing that. maybe trying to push too hard to make up I want to say position, but basically the track position. But yeah, that's how he was, maybe pushing too hard, and that's causing a bit of mistakes, not sure. Or just some mistake made, but he's not getting close to fourth like he did before. Because he lost some more time before. This max 27 seconds behind Adrian Bond. Of course, now having a bit of a breather. $52 minutes gone. Still gaining on Springbok Gamer. There you can see the gap. Two and a half seconds now. Also coming up to that speed Barbosa. They haven't moved in further time before. Springfield might be more wrong with the car, but he's not prepared to compete, not yet at least. There we go. Big Barbosa. Sure, he will be aware of not Sebastian. Just need to find a way to get out of his way. There we go, move to the inside, leaving the outside to not Sebastian. 1.8 seconds. Springbok Gamer is very much. Yeah, I don't want to say sitting duck because he's not a pushover, but the pace that not Sebastian have. Yeah, he's going to be there very soon. Captain still falling back to this back, getting closer to Adrian Bond. Mercury later. Sebastian gets the momentum he needs. Got a nice toe there. Drive through for track limits. That is PTX Barbosa. That's his second drive through. Not Sebastian with too much momentum. Going to the outside. He's got the move made. Yeah, there we go. Not Sebastian into fourth. Springbok Gamer trying to come back at him. Not going to let him have his completely his own way. Sebastian now 36 seconds behind Devon. Can you chase down Devon? That's the next car up the road, winning for the first place where he was with that accident occurred. Of course, not Sebastian having Springbok Gamer and Adrian Bond between him and this match. This match is gaining. You can see the gap is now less than 10 seconds between him and Adrian Bond. Evan found a little bit of time. Close the gap a little bit to fourth. But as I said, that he lost some time again. Two laps remaining, of course, there for Picky Barbosa to serve that drive-through. Max now pretty much, I want to say line up, but yeah, pretty much line up. He's there, he's rightly nice momentum. This Max and not Sebastian having good momentum coming through Aruj Radelen. And this Max is through into 6. We will now go off the Springbok Gamer. Stuart Peak is up 3 years at the back, running in second not too long ago. You will also notice that the sun is getting lower, more and more shadows on the track. The interesting part is how long can you go if everything goes your way before you have to stop for new rubber or fuel. So far Kuda has done 16 laps. Only guys so far that haven't seen the pit lane. And if I'm not mistaken, Force as well. Can't remember, but definitely Kuda haven't seen the pit lane yet. Sebastian now 22 seconds, and Devon did start catching Foss again. Jose that is something I am wishing for since I started streaming this game. Unfortunately, no. I so wish to have the option to be able to change view, where I can actually drive with drivers on board. I would love to be able to drive in the cockpit view or so, drive with a driver on board, or see other different camera angles. I know on the normal asset, of course, you can do that, so even more reason why I would love to sit in this game, but so far, no. And we have lost PTX Barbosa. So and as I say that, we lost another driver. We're down to 7. We lost Devon. Devon is gone. So we lost PTX Barbosa and we lost Devon. So we're down to 7 drivers. So hopefully the developers of ACC, if they can just come to the party, give us those options so that we can actually ride on board with guys like what you can do in other games. Unfortunately, this is pretty much, it's only 2 views, this and then having that track map pretty much like in the middle of the screen, which doesn't work for me. So hopefully going forward they can also do something about the stream part, where you can actually have more camera angles and be able to ride on board, or maybe put it on the bump or so forth, like for argument's sake what we could do with Project Cars. You had a couple of different camera angles that you could have used, but as I said, of course I have it, but yeah, so let's hope. Okay, it's not a year old yet, so hopefully as you can see, it's getting more and more darker. Parts of the track that's now actually more under shadow. What's going through the bus stop, and that's where not Sebastian is at the moment. Just showing you on the map what the gap is between those two. Of course, on the left we can see what it is time-wise. That's the next guy, but not Sebastian, is chasing. I'll just say, I generally hope they do, because I'm dying to ride on board with some of these machines. If it sounds like this, just looking at it, imagine what it sounds like driving on board. 28 seconds now, gap between Fox, not Sebastian. Of course, the nighttime stint is still ahead. Playing his Audi to the max. 26 seconds between him and Springbok Gamer. Race, they're having much of a lonely race in front. Because they track me. A lot of guys will actually tell you it's worth it. There's a guy there in the comments, Bian, he's also signed up for ACC going forward, so I don't think it's going to take that long before he's into the endurance thing himself. Even me on the odd occasion, instead of commentating, I play this a little bit. It's actually worth it. If you enjoy the likes of your project cars, you will definitely enjoy this one. Of course, the guys here at SSR are always keen to, receive an extra or a new guy. So you're more than welcome to race with these guys. There's always room for one more. And these guys will also share tips with you and advise you and help you. That's the nice thing about the racing guys. There's a bit of a brotherhood there. Some of these guys are not just all about racing, being full-out competitors. Some of them do it for enjoyment, and they're more than willing to share a few tips. Yeah, Bian, I asked you that question earlier, but you conveniently ignored me. Not Sebastian still gaining on force. Nesmax also on the move, as you can see. A few laps ago, good couple of laps ago. Almost looks like Kuda's going to come up to lap him, but he managed to get away from Kuda. You see, there's Nesmax, and just right behind you, there's Kuda. Bit of a gap there. Still holding on there for second. Gap between him and Otterbass is now under 20 seconds. Uncle Nesmax, I don't think he's gonna like that. Yeah, but no problem. Always space here, Jose, you're more than welcome. Or then if you want to, just let me know. You can make a plan. Gap still coming down there. Not Sebastian is coming. I'm sure Force will be aware of that. But Force so far driving one of his stronger races. And now less sun rays, as you can see, it's now more shadows. Soon it's going to get to that point where the light will come on. Seconds, that's the gap to the game, Nesmax. Gap pitch now, getting closer and closer to Adrian. The one gap he passes, he's going to go, unboxed. Gaping box. Guy that was in second place, and he was actually gaining on the race leader, but things went south. 9.5 now. Just getting closer and closer, as you can see there. That's back now, 24 seconds behind in the game. The gap is also coming down there. Gapping right on the bumper of that Aston. And the outside. There we go, and that's that. Gap is into 6. Game are not making it easy for this match. Gap's coming down, but not as fast. Especially if you compare it to third and second. Not Sebastian getting closer to fourth with it. It's actually coming down with a rapid rate. Not Sebastian have his lights on. Of course now overstarts finish line as not Sebastian is in the bust of the cane. You can see just coming around the bus stop as Force goes into the first corner. Gap is now under 11 seconds. That was a very lone race. Not Sebastian got the gap now under 9.5 to Force. Gap is pulling away from Adrian. Made the pass into 6 not too long ago, and the gap is already substantial. Big some distance behind this match. This match is finding it a little bit difficult to make inroads on Spa Gamer. And we have lost Kuda. We've lost our race leader. Force is leading the race. So 3 cars disconnected. Not sure if Devon was because of an unforeseen issue. Maybe a seen issue and he had to make the plan. But anyway, Nismax is into the pit. So yeah, no Devon. Kuda looks like he did manage to rejoin. Not that it's allowing me to get onto the car, so he's still on his way in probably. How much time did he lose though? There you go, Kuda's back in the pit. Does this mean a full stop, a car being serviced? Force actually has now passed him. So did not Sebastian. Coming in. Smash on his way out. Kuda still standing still. Force coming into the pit. Back promotes not Sebastian into the lead. Kuda still stationary. Sure, this is a stop or so, there's some sort of issue still. But this is now seriously costing him time. Sounds like the car's idling. And he's finally on his way. Just as Force leaves the pit as well. So Force has gained a lot of time beyond Kuda. He's now right with Kuda. If you look at the timing screens, Force is showing us ahead of Kuda. Force just really trying to get that extra heat into the tires. Bass fully on his way now. Just wait for this timing board to sort itself out. Then we'll see who's where. And we have completed our first hour. 1/3 of the race completed, another 2 hours to go. Springbok gamer with a bit of a moment coming into the pit. Almost put it into the pit wall. A tyre barrier on the entrance. But he made it into the pit. Here he comes. Force has got a drive through, obviously leaving the pit a little bit too fast. came into the, well, he was already into the pit, still stationary. Now Sebastian also came in. But now Sebastian, funny enough, is already on his way before Springbok Gamer came out, but he is now on his way as well. Of course, coming in to obviously serve that drive-through. First and second place men already on their way. Long pit exit this. Now Sebastian back up to speed. This is Kuda kinda, well, not kinda, just unlap himself. Gaff picking to the pits as well. Drive through a really unforgiving at this track because it's a huge pit exit. Doesn't exit of course where the F1 exit is. This is GT3. Of course the GT cars pit exit is all the way down. You basically exit there by our route. You stop exactly where F1 cars stop, but you have it extra downhill to get out. Drive-through is clear, so of course he's on his way again, penalty served. Cost himself some time there, but he's still in third. Or not, Nismax now actually into third. The time that was lost through that drive-through did bring Nismax basically now in third. Now 13 seconds, so he did gain some time on Springbok Gamer with those stops. Up to 6, chasing after Gaffik. Gaffik of course in the pit, but he's on his way now. We are now on the starting straight. First corner, Gaffik still down the pit exit. Here comes Kuda, Gaffik still not up to speed. There we go, you see Gaffik exit now, yes, Kuda into 5th. Oh, and Gaffik's got to stop go 30 seconds, huge mistake there. Huge mistake coming out of a pit, and that's going to cost him some serious time. This Max gaining more on Springbok Gamer. Sebastian behind Kuda. That's almost, yeah, that's pretty much the lap. And now things have changed in the blink of an eye. In this case because of a disconnect most probably. He did manage to rejoin, so that was an unfortunate disconnect from Kuda, and that cost him some serious time. Gamer now 30 seconds, almost 31 seconds behind. Not Sebastian. Just over 10 seconds ahead of Miss Max. Well, we got a yellow flag there in yellow flag here in the bus stop chicane. That's another car out. Not Sebastian, just flashing his lights. There's a Kura showing him his way coming to lapping. And that is Gaffik. Gaffik has left the race. I very much doubt that was a disconnect. I have my views and I'm of a belief he quit. So, however may be, Gaffik is out, so we're down to 6 drivers now. Not Sebastian facing down here, Kira for Tilapi. This is not for position. First place man coming to lap, first place man. So that 12 first place man just move over. Not Sebastian is getting closer to him. Maybe not as fast, but he's getting closer. And Gaffik actually rejoined, so maybe that was just a normal disconnect. But the thing is, what we saw was good as you rejoin, the time that it takes to get you on your way again, that's actually hurts you. As you can see, not Sebastian in this match also cleared, well, they pit stops, so they have done by mandatory stops. I've still got 2 mandatory left. Gaffik back in the pit. How long we're going to take before this car's on his way again? Not Sebastian now fast good up. Gamer gap has come down more, but it's not coming down as rapid as one would have thought. Springbok Gamer doing a very good job. Gap is still stationary in the pit. Force through. Then we change. That's Max now under 9 seconds, so another 16 taken out of Springbok Gamer. Thomas, I'm not sure, I don't have a calendar. I was just basically asked for a substitute. Got the call up this morning to ask if I'm available to stream, and yes, I was. But I don't have a calendar, so I'm not sure. Maybe one of the other SSR guys on here can confirm that. Otherwise you can just check on the info group if you're on Discord. The information will be there. Not the bad thing, but so that was damage with just a very short stint. So a last moment change. But that will promote Springbok Gaming to first. This match also through. Force. We've got now Sebastian with Jack have dropped. Yeah, there we go, he's on his way. This match still chasing down Springbok Gamer. Sebastian back up to speed. I saw Sebastian weaving a bit, trying to get heat into tires. What a Springbok Gamer have up quickly. Can he keep this match at bay? That calf gap pick is still showing in the pit, but he's finally on his way back up to speed. Just excuse me for a moment. Right, there we go. This Max right there with Spa Gamer. Go, this guy's running wide, and don't forget this is in the same sector where we had that crash earlier, which took him pretty much from second place all the way to the back, and since then there was a fight. Nice momentum here, but Springbok Gamer keeps defending. Then Springbok Gamer moves under the braking to the outside. He committed to the inside, but last moment decided to go to the outside under braking. Be careful of that double movement. Now you can let Max get a good drive out of his corner, get that momentum. Nice toe. Springbok Gamer again taking to the inside. This Max now going to the outside. But no, not this time. back at 25 seconds behind fourth. Coming up to the bus stop, Francorchamps is ahead. Well ahead, actually enough to make sure that he's got Nismax covered. Stays on the outside, Scott stays in front, bus stop again. Do something about this. Nismax now takes inside. Little way for, yeah, too far back. But can also be just to try to unsettle Francorchamps a bit. Nismax with a good drive. Tries to pick up some more toe there. Goes to the outside. But again, not enough momentum. Francorchamps will stay in front. Oh my word, look who's picked up. There were only 9 drivers that started truck. So it's not like it's a lot of guys who retired, it was only 9 who started. Oh yeah, you were missed. The guys were hoping you would join, but yeah. Only 9 started, so we lost 2. For still running the third, but not the back, it is Jamie. Nismax running a bit wide again. That will give Francorchamps a bit of a breather coming here up to the bus stop again. Going to look at when first try to go to the outside, then cut to the inside, but still Francorchamps would just have it to make sure that he stays in front, stays putting it in the right place. Nismax having some momentum out of a corner, but not going to be enough. Francorchamps defending to the inside. Nismax forced to going to go over basically the wider line into the first corner. Francorchamps still ahead. Nismax ever so close. Moving out there as they come out of the corner. But we can move pretty much side by side. Got the momentum. Francorchamps got the inside line, he's going to defend, but Nismax going to stay on him. So side by side into the corner. Good racing lead by both drivers, allowing each other just enough space. Francorchamps just not back down, and therefore now he's back in front, but Nismax still there with him. Both want the first place, going actually to the corner side by side now. Can Nismax make the move where he's expected? the closest battle at the moment. Very close this time. Can he have a drive? Can he have a momentum coming up to the bus stop? Going diving to the outside. Not going to work. Couldn't take it inside. Nope. Springbok game has got it covered. Not Sebastian. Now 12 seconds behind Force. Okay, looks very much now doing what Kuda did earlier, having to absorb the pressure there from second place driver, from the second place driver. This much close again, driving to the outside. Will he have enough momentum? Doesn't look like it. We're going to end up side by side again. This time this match is through.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
And that is halfway distance. This match is through finally, just as we reach the halfway distance. So hour and a half gone, hour and a half to go. Sebastian now under 8 seconds behind Force. Going back to Gapping here, running the 7th at the moment with his 10B Judge inspired livery. So that is what I call it. The people who know the Judge will understand why. Big with his TNB Judge and livery. Bentley did well to come back after that disconnect, still hanging in there. Now Sebastian getting closer to Force. Okay, there now 1.6 seconds behind. This match getting away in front. I think it's also about fuel loads. Spa game also have one more mandatory stop. Kuda still got both, but Desconnect didn't help him. Now Sebastian now came fast on Force. Judge, you have no idea. You can see Force just going around the first corner. Yeah, Judgy, we're hoping, but yeah, we understand. Next one, hopefully. Let's hope internet also works out at the new place. Can't wait for you to be settled in when we can, hopefully see you on track again. Springbok Gamer not letting this Max get away that fast. Gap is opening, but not rapidly. But as I said, it jumps up to 2.3. What will have his mirror full of that purple murk. Yeah, behind. Wara. Still didn't answer me. Here we go, you can see how close it is now. Not Sebastian right there, we're fourth. Sebastian through. Lots of momentum there, nothing Force could do there. Not Sebastian is third. Now the chase after Springbok Gamer starts for him. Mona stopped a few times already. Taking Max and not Sebastian, sorry, Springbok Gamer to stop again. Springbok Gamer definitely, he's got that one left, but Kuda still got two left. Trying to disconnect. But too early. Not Sebastian, I don't think he's going to run till the end of the race, not on the current loads and stuff, no, it's too long. Could have had a good one, he was a good start into first and he pretty much stayed in first until the disconnect. Since that disconnect he's struggling, because he was in the pits, but yeah, none of his pits were served, so he still got the two mandatory pit stops. Yeah, but we also had issues with service tonight. We had to reboot. Yep. Yeah, also disconnected. A few areas, so he had to stop, long pit stop, and then for some reason with the disconnect when the rejoined, it actually kept him for some time in the pit before he was on his way, so that seriously cost him some time. Yep, service was an issue right at the start, so we had to restart again and we had to do qualifying again. solid 4th place. I don't have an idea. I don't know about the track temperatures and I'm a bit skeptical. To go adjust stuff, knowing that how this game is kicking you out, being freezing or whatever, then you have to close and reboot. But if I do look at the top of the screen, it says there's 16 degrees. Not sure if that's ambient temperature or track temperature. Now mind you, if I look at it again, it does say 16 degrees and then track 16 degrees as well, mind you. But not getting away from Springbok Gamer at the rate of not. Springbok Gamer pretty much still holding his own. Yeah, thought the same when I said 16 degrees. It's actually cold. And fun enough that the air temperature and track temperature is the same. It's like it's winter here. Now that's a good question. I have no idea. Nobody mentioned anything about what pressures we're gonna run. Welkom by Nismax, where your Nis is always to the max. But Springbok Gamer did actually close the gap a little bit. Gap is back under 6. Adrian and Gaff in the pit. So you can see we're pretty much done with the night stint. Getting lighter. Oh wow, Adrian stopped after, he's already on his way, but Gap, oh there we go, Gap is finally on his way. Staying well in the pit lane. Track temperature is warming up, it's now 17. Springbok Gamer still getting closer to Nismax. No, the Bentley boys are not on it tonight, Frick. Those pit lanes, those pit stops are taking way too long. And it's a massive pit exit this. Okay, now Springbok Gamer lost a bit of time, but again, it's only 6 seconds. Still a massive gap between him and not Sebastian. Kura getting closer to Force. Both have to stop again. Force just one more. Kura still got 2 pit stops that he has to do. But speed and been the length of it. Springbok Gamer took a second now out of Nismax. Looks like Nismax is in the pits. Nismax is in the pit, yeah. Springbok Gamer back into the lead. See how long is this pit stop going to be. You see Mr. 303 also coming down now. Just behind Gaffik, approaching that bus stop chicane. But if Nismax is stopping, then surely Springbok Gamer will also be stopping soon. There comes not Sebastian through the bus stop chicane. First guy you heard there was Gaffik, here comes not Sebastian. Nismax's car being dropped off the jack. So yeah, not Sebastian is ahead of him, but he didn't lose that much of time, because if not Sebastian must stop now again, Nismax is back up front. But of course you also need to maintain the speed. Last thing you want is now to get a drive-through penalty. Otherwise you actually did to the pits just to drive through all over again. They're catching force, but not that quickly. Nismax on his way again, up to full speed. So that's good of it is for position. Coming into the foot. The stop actually clears one of them. Yes, it does. Good, down to one compulsory stop to go now. Well, Kuda probably went according to that time. It wasn't for that disconnect. If I look at some of the times that some of the guys were in the pits, it was definitely not bad. Back up to speed test if the battery comes through. Or is that actually Speedball Gamer? Yeah, it looks more like Speedball Gamer. But no, it's actually not the battery. angles almost look like it's raining, but it's not. See some of the sun rays popping through there. Ooh, big one way for not Sebastian. As carefully passing to not Sebastian will have to stop again. Good on then unlapping himself. Not Sebastian losing it there on the exit of that corner. So we at under 59 minutes and 50 seconds. In the pit. Goes out of the pit. Forces clear for pit stop. Now putting force under pressure. Gaffick, of course, is just ready to unlap himself. Not Sebastian in the pit, so I think there might have been a bit of damage. Not Sebastian in the pit, and Springbok Gamer also in the pit. Full spent off Kuda. Ooh, Kuda with a slide. Manages to bring back under control and almost end up on the other side, but I think he and Gaff touched because Gaff also spun. That's pretty much letting Force off a hook. Force were to finish here and Kuda behind Force. I think Force can buy Gaff a beer afterwards. Not that it was intentional, but you know, it's a joke as part of a humor. Sebastian's on his way, Springbok Gamer still stationary. He's now on his way. Springbok Gamer actually looking good in front. "55 minutes to go." This Max is back in front, but Springbok Gamer is not that far off, and look, judging on that stop, that is Nisma, that is Springbok Gamer. Provided no mistakes or anything else, he should be fueled and sorted till the end of a race. It's a bit early and I don't want to jinx anybody, but I think Springbok Gamer is definitely on song here for a podium finish. Sebastian, very wide. Kuda 4.2 behind Force, but Kuda have to still serve another pit stop. Okay, just for you, I see track temperature is now 21 degrees. Not that much warmer, but it's a little bit warmer. Still 7 drivers left. Must say these 7 is the majority of the race. Gav and Kura also disconnected, but both managed to rejoin. Sebastian still stationary. Just under 50, well, just under 45 to go. Okay, I think something seriously is wrong here, because there's not Sebastian still stationary. I also think Nismax might have to stop again. But not sure why not Sebastian is stopping so long. Car's not even coming off jacks. There's something that happened to jeopardize his race. Yep, that's also if he can stay on Kuda's tail. Kuda have to stop again as well. Yeah, but if Muna disconnected, he would have been out of the game completely. Now, just under 40 minutes to go. Springbok Gamer closed the gap a bit, he's now under 10 seconds. Still no movement there, that's our stationary, definitely. That's it. He's no longer in the race. Springbok Gamers actually catching this match. Gap came down even more. Track temperature up to 23 degrees now. The gap came down even more. Wonder if Judgy there might be onto something and Nesmith might be on his way to the pit. Or it's because he's beating traffic there. Nope, nothing there. I must say I'm actually very impressed with Force tonight. Kept his cool, drove a solid race. Gap's coming down even more. Now just over 7 seconds. Just to show you how far they're actually apart. But now Springbok Gaming need to negotiate this traffic. Which looks like there's only one car. No, definitely no movement there. Then that's it. Now Sebastian is out. One pretty select mode. Gap is now 6.4, it just come down even further. Unless it can be with Muna's hosting. He's out of the race, he just kept into a pocket in the pits because he's hosting. He can't disconnect. Otherwise it's affecting everybody. That might be one. Track temperature now up to 25 degrees. Just under 55 minutes to go. Gasbeck is now unlapped himself before getting ahead of Not Sebastian. Still battling with force. Jack still didn't acknowledge me on the TNB Jack inspired livery that Jack is running. Ferrari can do with a nice wash after all of this. Gap in front is a little stagnant at the moment. Heel clear en nie. Jy begin hulle beïnvloed. Kuravas in the pit, so he's coming in for his last stop. So we're back with this force again, yeah. The question is, can Mud stop again? Can he make it all the way to the end? Will this battle with Captain in the gears? Might as well just let Gappy go because we're not racing for position. Good eyes on his way. Of course, can make it all the way to the end. He needs to stop again. Springbok Gamer is ahead of Nismax. Springbok Gamer passed Nismax and chased him down, but Gas came down. We didn't see it because we're paying attention to put on force, but Springbok Gamer is in the lead. Now Frick is going to go. Woo! Absorb the pressure that Nismax gonna put him under. so hard soos 'n 10-jarige laaitjie se ding is op sy eerste show. And we into our last half an hour. 7 degrees track temperature. What? Almost looks like we just lost it there a little bit in the bus of cocaine, but all good. Doing the famous thing on the inside line. Lining him up again, driving out to the outside. He's gonna go again, but this time not completely 2x2 because okay, but just stay ahead a bit. Yes, 6 month frik. Battery reg. Ons is 'n Kevin. Also, horse looking good. If he doesn't need to stop again, surely this will be third place. Gastic still behind fourth. No progress yet on this match. Track here. Just backing off a little bit. big one there for Nismax. Surely that will put it in Springbok Gamers Court. Pushing too hard. Uncle Frank, just give me a moment, sorry. Question is just now how much damage did he sustain? Because if he sustained some heavy damage, that's going to slow the car down. But then is it worth pitching? Oh, now he's really pushing because now it's really wide. He's just pushing a little bit too hard there, but I think also a bit fatigued, getting tired. 3 hours does take it from you. I mean, even if you just sit here and do comms, 3 hours can be long. So just pushing a little bit wide, but putting a bit too hard. But I'm not sure how much damage he sustained. But if Nismax sustained some heavy damage, that's also going to slow the car down. But it's a matter of what's the pace versus the time you're going to lose stopping. Only 22 minutes left. And joining me for the last 22 minutes, someone who decided he had enough of going comms there in the comment section. Now he's actually going to talk nonsense here. Welcome, legend.
Good evening, Johan. Captain Ice, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Lekker, man.
And
nice
Nismax is coming
guys.
in. Sorry there, legend. Nismax is coming in. He's going to stop. So that definitely firmly puts this into Springbok Gamers' hands. So it's Springbok Gamers' race now to lose.
Yeah, what a surprise there. Springbok Gamer coming in there and just being in the top 3 positions. Johan, I've watched the race on and off, and yeah, I wouldn't predict Springbok being there in the midst of the podiums.
Especially if you looked at if you're watching that first couple of minutes, the first hour, but through the second part, the latter part of the races, he just, I don't want to, the track almost came to him. He came into his own, and he just kept a cool head, and he just, focused, and he kept all his stuff together, and it's paying off. I know there's still 20 minutes to go and anything can happen, but what a race from Springbok Gamer. And the other one, I must say also, doing a good race is Force. Gav Peak still there with Force, but Force well clear of Kuda, and Force don't need to stop again. Oh, and Gav loses it. Gav put a wheel on the corner and he loses it, so that will release Force. Just makes you a bit scared, because Force is in a good position. The last thing you want is Gav spinning out and taking him out, because like I said, if Force don't need to stop, that is third place confirmed.
Yeah, I have to say as well, Force have a great race. Just
Force might actually sneak it into second. Force can now battle Nismax. Nismax is only now on his way out. Well spotted there, Frick. Here goes Force. Force is past. Force can take second. Nismax is still on his way out. Force is already up our route. Force is into second. With under 20 minutes now to go, can he keep it in front of Nismax? The good question is, do Force need to stop again? Because if he doesn't, this is going to be an awesome one. Springbok Game and Force. Like Legend said, who we're going to call this one?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Force, what a great race. Kept out of trouble, just doing his own race there. Well done to Force there.
I must say, definitely, it's been a race of different sections. Not, we normally talk about a match of different halves, but yeah, you can't say different hours, because this race has been changing throughout.
Yeah, no, that's true. Gap, within 3 hours, so much can change. What you have to focus on is your own race, your own strategy. Keep that times up, and just do your limit on every lap, and everything will come together. And I think that is what Vos was doing tonight.
22 seconds between him and Nismax. He just need to worry, like you say, focusing on his own race, do his own thing, not worry what's going on behind him. The more he's going to think about it, the more Nismax is going to gain. So just stay positive. 18 minutes to go. It's going to take literally a more than a second a lap. So because if you think about it, 8 laps, 18, it's less than 9 laps. So 2 seconds a lap, that's a big ask also for Nismax.
Yeah, Nismax has been extremely fast during the race all night. But I think this is a hill to climb for Nismax to reinforce for second place here. But let's see, I think at the end of the race, we might find a battle here upon ourselves.
I just hope that as much as Gav enjoys now playing rear gunner to Force, but he doesn't do something that might jeopardize Force. Look, Gav is not one of those, he won't do it on purpose, but if you look at that spin a moment ago, if something like that happened and he collects Force, oof.
Yeah, but I think Gav will just notice that.
Gav is going to go past, but if I were Force, I would just let Gav pass, don't fight him too hard.
Let's see, there he goes. Let's see what happens. But I think Gavin is a sensible rider here. I think he knows what's going on there in the front.
Definitely, he should be aware of it. Nismax is actually coming with a good pace. Gap is already down to 16 seconds.
That's it. I think we're going to have a stunner for the end of the race here.
Definitely, there's going to be one more roll of a dice here towards the end. Watch this.
Yeah, but if you look, Nismax have extremely good pace throughout the race from the beginning up until now. So I think, it's going to be interesting.
But the win is definitely out of his grasp unless some sort of mistake there in front. But even with this pace, it's not enough to get back into first.
Yes, but Captain, tell me, Springbok Gamer, this is a huge surprise for a lot of people, for him to be there in first place and such a huge advantage, eh?
No, but definitely he came into his own. He backed himself. He focused, and he never let Nismax get out of his sight. Even if Nismax was in front, the gap didn't grow as fast. Even earlier when Nismax were chasing him down, the gap didn't come down as quick as you would have thought. So Nismax definitely had his work cut out. Springbok Gamer wasn't a pushover. He had to work for it. And now he's showing it again. So well deserved for Springbok Gamer. Yes, I know we're talking like you already won 15 minutes ago, but you know what, as it is now, definitely well deserved. But Nismax is now flying. Gap is 10 seconds. Force will need to try to find a little bit more speed just to make it come down a little bit. But also Nismax is on pressure rubber, so you must take that into consideration as well.
Yes, but that's what makes endurance racing so exciting. You have those huge gaps, and fastest drivers like Nismax being far in front of qualifying, and even not Sebastian and Kudavas, then Springbok Gamer comes into the race and just keeping their pace and keeping their mindset and doing everything exactly right, and then during the endurance race in 3 hours, all plays out.
But as Uncle Frick will say, Frick will tell you, it's not about being a 5-second man, it's about going all the way. Because yes, you can be fast, you can put it on pole, but you need to be there in the end to win it, or to finish it at least, to save, to get that point, because endurance is just that, endurance. It's not you need to be consistent, you need to do it through that whole time frame and not just do it for a short stint.
The concentration on every single lap for 3 hours is insane.
Now I've done a race before, 3 hours. I had the likes of a Springbok gamer. No, sorry, I had the likes of a Not Sebastian, and even Not Maverick. I mean, we all know Not Maverick. I had the two of them chasing me, and I'm chasing them. We kept on swapping the lead, chasing each other, and it ended like that. It was for a whole 3 hours. In the end, I won that race with 0.2 seconds. You know how I felt after that, so I know what these guys feel like after 3 hours.
Yes, exactly. What you say is right there. I mean, I've been with Not Sebastian in the practice session earlier today, and he was about 1.5 seconds quicker on his fastest lap comparison to my fastest lap, and you have to see he is 15 laps down, in the pits, not even finishing the race.
That lap he put in the first go we gave it, when we did qualifying initially before the server issue, at 2.19.9. That is insanely fast.
That was a quick lap. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Nesmax up Rouge, just ahead of him is Force. Gav did get past Force, so Force is under pressure. But still, even if Nismax comes through, Force still third, podium. It's still an unbelievable race for Force.
No, that I think you should be pleased with that. Nismax is in the zone there.
Yeah, but Force not fighting too hard.
And there he goes, in the inside.
Force didn't even fight him, he knew, because Nismax is on the better tyres. Much fresher rubber, he's not going to fight him and not going to jeopardize both of them race. So well done to Force also being aware of that and not fighting him too hard. But now, how hard is Nismax prepared to push his last 12 minutes? Can he, and knowing of course he might run the risk of the same thing happening again.
Yeah, no, I think both top three guys here tonight have an incredible race, and seeing what happened in the first half an hour of the race, being down to last and Force and even Springbok, it's insane how this 3 hour race develops and how things can change.
Frick, I don't think he's got damage. It might be a matter of worn tyres, because it is a very long stint compared to what Nismax has done, because Nismax is on that fresher rubber, but it can also be maybe a little bit of fuel saving as well. Like I said, it's a very long stint. It's one of the longest stints I've seen during this race. I think Springbok Gamer and Force was also, and Kuda was basically the fewest in the pits, but then again I mustn't also leave out Adrian Bond, a guy that's also still, as you can see, amateur, but having a good race, and he hung in there. So a couple of these guys didn't actually just go into the pits every 5 minutes or so that you easily can do. So very long stints as well.
Can you tell me how many
forces in the pits? Forces in the pits. Let's hope now with good fingers. Where's Kuda? Oh, Kuda is too close to him. Kuda actually gained a lot of time on him, so Kuda's going to pass him. Force is now slipping down. Not too long ago he was well and truly ahead of Kuda, but now I think maybe Frick might be onto something here. Maybe some damage. Or maybe that tyres is just at the point where it no longer can hold on. He was hoping to push till the end, and then he eventually had to stop. But yeah, Kuda is back into third, Force is down to fourth.
Cap, can you maybe just give me an update on the penalties we had during the race?
Okay, yeah, judged all things Force had damage. I also Now I think he did, because if I look at how quick Kuda has gained on him, because yes, I could understand Nismax gaining on him because of a fresh rubber, but Kuda, after he's been that far off, now, so I think there might be damage, but that was quite a quick stop for damage. Oh no, now a drive-through penalty for Force for spinning in the pit lane. Now it's just going backwards. Talk about penalties there, legend. That is a drive-through for Force. We actually had gap with a 30-second stop-go. There was, what's that, PTX, or what's that guy's name who actually joined in the beginning? He had a drive-through and then he had another drive-through later. Yeah, and then of course now this Force just pushing a little bit too quick and just getting too fast in the pit lane, and now he's going to have to surf a drive-through. But I think that might have been tyres more than damage, because that was a relatively short stop for damage repair.
Yeah, but you know, Cap, that is heartbreaking, you know, being Force, having such a great race for 10 minutes to go, and you know, you try to push and then just make a... You don't think about the mistakes you are doing now, and all the mistakes kind of creeping in now after almost 3 hours of racing. You know, that's heartbreaking. I mean, Force had a great position, gave that position to Nismax, knowing that he's on a fresh rubber, and then lose third as well, and now doing the drive-through penalty. You know, that's a bit heartbreaking. You know.
Take nothing away from Force, fourth or not. Take nothing away from him. He had one of his definitely by far, definitely one of his better races that I've seen him drive in a while. Because yeah, we all talk about RQR. There's a reason why it was RQR. I know Frick came up with the name of that team, but there was a reason for RQR. But the way he approached tonight, I just hope he takes from this and that motivates him to come back for more and keep on doing this, because if he's going to keep on doing this, he's going to just keep getting better at this. Because that's one thing about ACC, the guys, the more they do it, the better they get, the more competitive they get.
No, you actually absolutely true there. I think Force did absolute stunning job tonight, and kept his head there. I mean, just a few uncalculated, unconcentrated errors there, like now with the drive-through penalty, but well done to Force there.
Now, Nismax way far off. There's no way he's catching Springbok Gamer now, unless there's some serious mistakes in front. But it's going to take something serious with 6 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Springbok Gamer just need to keep his concentration, just keep doing what he's been doing for the last almost 3 hours, and he will have it.
I must actually give it to all six. Kudos to all six drivers for still staying in there. It's been challenging to some of them. I mean, Gaff could have easily said, nah, bugger this, but he's still there. So kudos to all drivers.
Yeah, no, that's true. You know, you need to stay in the race. If you can continue, you need to continue. There's no reason for quitting. For being 6 laps down. You know, you need to keep your head down and just going.
Just over 5 minutes to go.
But just to come back to Springbok Gamer, you know, all he needs to do now is, even if he brakes a bit earlier, take the corners a bit slower, that's more than enough for him to clinch the win here tonight.
Because it doesn't matter how slow he goes through his corners, it's not enough for Nismax to gain.
That's it, he just needs to keep his head and be calm.
Especially if you see where they are on track. It's almost Springbok Gamer is actually close enough to do a lap, to actually come and lap Nismax should he make a mistake now.
That's correct, yes. So he just needs to concentrate now, that's all.
He's got more than enough to make sure that he takes the win.
That's all. Did you ever think that tonight the Toyota will win the 3 hours of Spa?
No. Force will have to serve his drive-through on the next lap, otherwise he will get disqualified, and that's the last thing you want now. It's been a brilliant race. He's not going to go lower than 4th, so he must well just serve it and finish the race. After all, he deserves that. But yeah, coming back, I actually suspected one of the 2 Audis and maybe the Merc.
Yeah, I mean, it is a surprise for
especially the way the
Lexus
race
to come
started.
through.
How the 3 of them actually got away from the rest of the pack. And then obviously that mishap where not Sebastian and Nismax got together, that actually released Kuda, and then Kuda's disconnect actually turned this thing completely on its head.
Yeah, let's see. Just going back to Force, I think I just, like I said, you know, losing your concentration in the last couple of minutes of the race after 3 hours. I just hope that he do realize that he needs to come into pits to clinch that 4th place, because he truly deserves that.
Because like Frick says, the concentration tends to do things to you. So maybe you just concentrate sometimes too hard and you forget about the small little things. Like getting in here now to serve that drive-through. Because he deserves to finish the race. He should not be disqualified now. Coming through to the last sector, is going very slow, or at least it looks like it. Under 2.5 minutes to go. Literally one more lap.
Let's see if Vos do realize to come in the pits there.
Springbok Gamer might just do another lap. Some foresee, are you going to go into the pit?
That's it, great stuff for Vos.
Nope, he stays out. He was not planning to serve that drive-through. Yeah,
so, Captain, what does that mean now for Vos? Not serving his drive-through?
He's disqualified. That means he's all the way down to 6th place. Technically disqualified, so there should be no points coming his way. So Gav move up to 5th place. So Vos is officially disqualified.
Even with that disqualification, I think Vos really deserve a great hoo-ha for that race that he did. I mean,
like
that's
I said,
impressive.
That was one of his best races I've seen him driving.
That's correct, yes. I will agree with that.
Can't blame him, because as things started going pear-shaped, he probably lost his cool. That's why he didn't came to serve that penalty. So Springbok Gamer coming up to the bus stop chicane now. He's still got 49 seconds, so he's definitely going to go in and do another lap. I think if he was aware how much of a gap he had and what the time, he probably would have slowed down.
I mean, being in the ICC supersonic circuit not that long, for Springbok to actually overtake Kuda Bus and being in front of him.
Nismax now with a drive-through.
Oh no. What will that? This is the last lap.
That's the last lap. Exactly. He's not going to be able to come around.
Where's Nismax on the track there?
Nismax is going to finish, unless he comes in and finish the race in the pit lane. Oh, Kuda now challenging Springbok to unlap himself. Always tricky to come and unlap yourself on a faster car. Last thing you want is to mess up a race.
You just need to let Kuda pass there and just concentrate on the last couple of corners
he luckily did see him and pulled over.
But what does that mean now for Nismax? What is the rules on the drive-through on the last lap?
Technically you have 3 laps. And he was already on that lap when the penalty was given. So the only way for him to serve it is to finish the race in the pit lane, because this race is over.
I hope Nismax realize this and actually do that. Because he should be safe for second place if he finishes.
If he gets disqualified, I think Force can kick himself because Force could have gained another place.
That's correct, but I think if Nismax just realized that he needs to finish in the pit lane, then he could hold on to second place there.
Doesn't mean you have to finish in the pit lane.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay, no, that's... if you can finish the finish line, then well done. Then you just escape a luck there.
So he's still got 2 laps, so this is going to be his final lap.
There we go, Nismax over the start-finish line for his last lap. A big gap pick for company.
Springbok Gamer through the bus stop chicane for the last time. Coming around now, start-finish line. Flash of the lights, there we go. Hats off Springbok Gamer, you deserve that one.
Well done, Springbok.
Well done,
that was not the prediction for the beginning of the race, right?
Yeah, but now the Frick is now, he's got 2 laps remaining. This is now his last lap. The race is over, so how is he going to serve that? But anyway, Nismax, he's on his way.
There we go, Springbok Gamer having some donuts.
Playing Sebastian Vettel here.
And let's just hope for Nismax that the rules and the penalty will be in his favour.
Somebody is very happy with his win.
Yeah, he's enjoying his night, but well done. I mean that's ridiculous for Toyota to win in 3 hours. Well done, Springbok Gamer.
Nismax now coming into the almost the final sector. 2 more corners to go when he's in the final sector.
And he finished the race there.
Rijom, Nessie, rijom.
Yes, you need to check your... Oh yeah,
no, I've been on... to get a penalty or something of the sort at the end. Now Gavpik is backed off completely, but obviously he made a mistake of going very slow.
Oh, just respecting Nismax, just to give him some breathing space for the last couple of corners.
There we go, clever move, Nismax coming into the pits. Aware of that drive-through penalty.
Well done.
Here comes a Michael Schumacher move, finish the race in the pit lane.
Winning the race in the pit lane.
But it's over the start-finish line. But it gave him an 80-second penalty because he finished the race technically without serving his drive-through. But well done there by Nismax to come into the pits just to counter that drive-through to make sure that there's no nasty surprises. But he had 3 laps to serve it, but he wouldn't have had the third lap left. So he just got a time penalty in the end.
Yeah, that's always a difficult choice and difficult decision to make.
That puts Kuda Vass into second. And Adrian Bond ended up all the way in 4th, so well done to Adrian. See, that's the thing, you don't need to be fast, you just need to be consistent, hang in there, and make sure that you're there in the end, and that's where you pick up your places, and exactly what he did.
Yes, again, if you look at the qualifying and not Sebastian, you know, where they ended up in the lap times they put him in on qualifying, you know, to come into the race, that's all you need, consistency, no mistakes, concentration, that's all you need to do to win a race or to get a podium.
Okay, so we have that's pretty much a Springbok Gamer, Kuda, Nismax, Adrian Bond and Gavpik. That were your 5 finishers in the end from 9 starters. For those of you who watched, thank you so much for watching, thank you for the support. And for those who kept me busy most of the time with the comments, thank you Uncle Frick. And for the other guys who commented, and thanks for my co-commentator for the last 20 or so minutes. So yeah, till the next one. I'm not sure if I will be in the next one or when will be my next one, but I will catch you guys whenever. And as always, we will chat and watch racing. Till then, you guys stay safe and be, and I can say, just chill out. Last words from you, the legend.
Yeah, Cap, I just want to say, could I just send the message that has to be one of the hardest races I've ever had. Geez, got disconnected just before the pit window, but well done to Kuda. He still managed to get a second place there.
Definitely. But you see, that's why don't give up. Yeah, you get angry, you feel miserable, but don't give up.
Never, especially on the endurance race with 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, you know, you need to keep your heads and just keep going on.
On that note, keep your head, keep going on, and I'll keep going on till next time. Cheerio.
Just Cap, cheers, bye.